I know I promised that contracts only occur in the present and imperfect tenses, but as you probably come to expect from Greek, there are some, not necessarily exceptions, but some tweaks to that. Now there are some verbs whose futures are contract. Now the nice thing is that all future contracts are going to be epsilon contracts. So they're going to follow the rules like poieo. And they only occur with certain verbs. And those are verbs which usually their stems end in a liquid, that is a lambda or rho, like balo, throw, or a nasal, like a mu or a nu, like meno. And the way you tell if a future is a contract verb is by looking to that second principal part. You will notice a lack of a sigma. So balo, the feature, the second principal part is actually balo. You'll notice two things. There's no sigma, and the accent on this is a circumflex. Same thing with meno. Meno, accents here on the present tense, and then in the future, meno. So what these are really hiding is an epsilon, meneo, or baleo. Or, say for makomai, the future is makumai. So if you see a second principal part in umai or o with a circumflex, you know it's actually an epsilon contract in there. So let's take a look at just one. We'll take a look at balo to show how they conjugate. But if you already know how to conjugate epsilon contracts, you'll have no problem with the future contracts. So balo, balo, I see that circumflex over the omega. I know it's a contract. I know it's an epsilon contract. So in conjugating it, it's going to be balo, bales, ballet, balumen, balete, balusin. And so that's the active, the future active. And in the future middle, remember the future middle is separate from the future passive. In the future middle, we've got balumai, just like we would see with makumai, ballet or ballet, balletai, balumatha, balleste, baluntai. So if you know how to conjugate epsilon contracts, recognize that the second principal part is a contract, and you'll know how to conjugate it.